Hey ChatGPT, can you ask me a technical interview question and correct my English?
Of course. Here's a technical interview question.
Programmers love efficiency, right? We use ChatGPT for debugging, code review, but what if I told you it can also be your personal language teacher? ChatGPT for language learning, Dev Edition. Hi, I'm Boris. I have a bachelor's degree in teaching. Also, if you're interested in learning or improving English or any other foreign language, preparing for IELTS exam, check out my YouTube channel that is called Alter Your English, a link in the description below. If you're interested in learning English, picking up some French, Spanish or Japanese, ChatGPT can help you with that. By now, we all know that ChatGPT is awesome. We will cover the following: how to learn any language with the help of ChatGPT, essential ChatGPT prompts for learning a language from scratch, the 2-7-30 memory trick, how to boost a language retention. Also, we will look at DeepSeek, how it can be used for language learning. We will compare DeepSeek and ChatGPT, which is better for mastering a language. I will introduce Character AI. We will look how AI-generated conversations can improve your language skills. Also, we will be talking about IELTS exam, how to prepare smarter and score higher. I already have ChatGPT installed, but if you don't, you can download it from App Store or Google Play. And you can also use ChatGPT on the web. Please note that ChatGPT voice feature is free in the mobile app, iOS and Android. However, voice feature is not available on the web version yet, as I'm recording this video. And of course, there is ChatGPT Plus subscription when you can access some premium voices. In this video, I'll be using a free version of ChatGPT, and you can do the same. We have a lot to cover. Let's dive in. As language learners, we all know the importance of practicing speaking skills, right? Studying grammar alone will never improve your speaking. Listening to English alone will never improve your speaking. You would need to talk to a native speaker, but it can be quite difficult, embarrassing and even awkward sometimes. You may not find a person who is willing to speak with you. ChatGPT Voice addresses this problem. It is not just another language tool, it is your conversation buddy. Very important, it provides real-time feedback. There are so many things that can be done with ChatGPT when learning a new language. Corrections. Whenever you are speaking with a native speaker and you make mistakes, they will not correct you because they think it is rude to do so. You can ask ChatGPT to correct you if you make mistakes, but first you need to give the instructions. Let's launch ChatGPT Voice by clicking on this button. Hey ChatGPT, is this sentence grammatically correct? He create pull request.
The sentence is not correct. It should be, he created a pull request.
So it should be, he created a pull request, is that right?
Exactly. He created a pull request is the correct version.
ChatGPT can ask you a question. You can practice technical interview questions in English or any other language. Hey ChatGPT, can you ask me a technical interview question and correct my English?
Of course. Here's a technical interview question for you. Can you explain the difference between null and undefined in JavaScript? Feel free to answer, and I'll help you with any corrections needed.
Undefined means a variable doesn't have a value, but it was already declared. As for null, null it means the variable was declared, but it was assigned a null value.
Great start. Here's a refined version of your answer. Undefined is a value automatically assigned to variables that have been declared but not initialized. Null, on the other hand, is an assignment value that represents the intentional absence of any object value. Keep practicing and you'll get even better.
Wow, so ChatGPT can correct my answers while helping me preparing for the interview. I think you got the idea, right? Grammar rules. Can you help me with grammar? During the Scrum meeting, our Scrum Master keeps asking me, what did you do yesterday? And I seem to have problem with past tense. To be more precisely, past simple tense. Can you help me and explain how to build a sentence using past simple tense? And provide some examples.
Sure. To build a sentence in the past tense in English, you typically follow this structure. 1. Subject, the person or thing doing the action. 2. Verb in the past tense. Regular verbs typically end in ed, like walked, while irregular verbs have unique past tense forms, like went for go. 3. Object, the receiver of the action if there is one. 4. Additional details, other parts of the sentence, like time expressions. For example, she, subject, walked verb in past tense, to the store, object, yesterday, additional detail.
Slang examples and common stereotypes. When learning a new language, it is important to understand formal speech. But true fluency comes from knowing a little bit of slang too. I will not ask ChatGPT for any slang words, but you feel free to explore on your own. Instead, I'll dive into common stereotypes and ask ChatGPT, why do Canadians say A at the end of the sentence?
In Canadian English, particularly in some regions, people often say A at the end of a sentence. It's a conversational tag used to seek confirmation, agreement, or to prompt a response from the listener. It's similar to saying right or you know in other varieties of English. It adds a friendly and formal tone to the conversation.
Different languages. At the moment, I'm learning German. What is hi, how are you in German?
In German, you can say Hallo, wie geht's to mean hi, how are you?
I'm also trying to improve my French. What is I'm hungry in French? Can you please remind me?
In French, you can say j'ai faim to mean I'm hungry.
Vocabulary. Give me some commonly used words in English related to programming vocabulary and explain the usage of each word.
Sure. Here are some commonly used programming vocabulary words and their usage. 1. Variable, a storage location identified by a name, used to hold data that can be changed during program execution. 2. Function, a block of code designed to perform a specific task. 3. Loop, the control structure that repeats a block of code as long as a specified condition is met. 4. Array, a collection of elements, all of the same type, stored in contiguous memory locations. For example,
how can I use them in my daily conversation?
You can use programming vocabulary in daily conversation by relating them to everyday scenarios. Here are some examples. 1. Variable. Just like a variable holds data in a program, you can think of your phone number or email as variables that store information about you. 2. Function. Think of a function like a recipe. Just as a recipe has steps to achieve a specific dish.
I think you got the idea, right? Translating the whole sentence. How do I say in French, when I click this button, I received an error message?
You can say, quand j'ai cliqué sur ce bouton, j'ai reçu un message d'erreur.
As you see, guys, it's fun. Simulate a conversation. The best way to improve your language speaking skills through regular conversations. First of all, we need to give instructions. Imagine I'm buying a coffee at the coffee shop. Please ask me questions and correct me if I make mistakes.
Sure, let's get started. What kind of coffee would you like to order?
I want to have Americano.
Great choice. You can say, hi, can I please get an Americano? Would you like to add anything else to your order?
No sugar, no milk.
Perfect. You can say, no sugar, no milk, please. That sounds clear. Anything else you'd like to add?
I need napkin.
Sure. You can say, can I have some napkins, please? That'll work perfectly. Anything else?
I want to snack. Can I have a croissant?
Got it. You can say, I'm a little hungry. Can I also get a croissant, please? That sounds great. Enjoy your coffee and snack.
You can practice a conversation that you think you will be in. It's good for traveling. Learning idioms. Give me an example of commonly used idioms and explain what it means.
Sure, here are a few idioms that programmers often use. 1. Bug in the code. This means there's an error or flaw in the software that needs to be fixed. 2. Cutting corners. This means to do something in the easiest or quickest way, often sacrificing quality. 3. Push the code. This refers to uploading or submitting code changes to a version control system. 4. Refactor the code. This means to restructure existing code without changing its external behavior to improve readability and maintainability.
After you're done, there will be a transcript available. Good tip, if ChatGPT interrupts you, sometimes it happens, keep holding the button when you speak. By using ChatGPT, you will not be embarrassed to talk to someone. No worries if you make a mistake. No one is going to laugh at you. Don't forget to practice regularly. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced learner, ChatGPT can help you. So whether you're debugging your code or you're debugging your grammar, ChatGPT can help you. ChatGPT is a powerful tool for programmers learning a language. If you have ever thought about learning a completely new language but you don't know where to start, this part of the video will be very helpful for you because I will give you the list of the steps, what to do, what to ask ChatGPT. So let's go. Whether you're a beginner or looking to advance your language skills, this part of the video is packed with tips to accelerate your language learning. The simple 4 ChatGPT prompts will help you to learn any language fast. First of all, what are ChatGPT prompts? To simplify, ChatGPT prompts are instructions that you enter into ChatGPT or any other artificial intelligence interface to get your answers. Prompt number 1. I will mention that I want to learn English, but you feel free to choose any other language you want to learn or improve. I will ask ChatGPT to ask me questions so I can give a better idea of my English level and my needs, to ensure you can tailor your responses accordingly. As you can see, ChatGPT will ask you some questions to build your profile. You have to answer all of them. I will start answering questions that ChatGPT asked me. First one is current level. Just for the sake of this example, I will pretend that my level is a beginner. Also, I will mention that I want to learn English and exactly how I'm going to use it. For example, I want to watch movies and communicate with people from different countries. I will say that I'm not so confident speaking English and I have a hard time expressing myself and I need some more vocabulary. I will mention my strengths and weaknesses. And the most important thing is, I will mention my goals, which is to be fluent in English. You can also ask ChatGPT what exactly you are doing and how you are learning. I will mention that I'm using Duolingo to learn some vocabulary. You can see ChatGPT generates a response that is based on my level and my goal. Even it mentions what I need to do for speaking, reading and writing, like watching movies, etc., and what other resources I can use. And one of the most important things is consistency and practice. Next, we have prompt number 2. I will ask ChatGPT to take note of my profile, so that all future conversations can be based on these details. ChatGPT will give you a summary of your profile, which is your current level, your goals, challenges, and preferences. Please verify that everything is accurate before proceeding any further. Next, prompt number 3. I will ask ChatGPT to create a structured weekly curriculum to help me achieve my goals based on my profile. ChatGPT will build a curriculum based on your profile. If it asks you for a time frame, you will have to add the time frame for the curriculum. Otherwise, it will build it accordingly. As you can see, ChatGPT generated a response pretty quick. It built the curriculum exactly what I need to do every day. And not just every day, what I need to do in the morning, afternoon, and in the evening. It's pretty cool actually. Day 1, day 2, up to day 7. So no days off, guys. And it will provide you with some tips to succeed. Instead of 1-week curriculum, I decided to have 4-week curriculum. And here we go. We have all 4 weeks with all the details. Final prompt, prompt number 4. I will ask ChatGPT to start some lessons with me. And I will mention that I'm on day 1, week 1 of my curriculum. and I receive exactly what I need to learn on my day. Week number 1. What vocabulary I need to know, what questions I need to answer. It's just great. And ChatGPT gives me some homework. It even asks me to choose a movie or TV show in English with subtitles. And out of curiosity, I will ask ChatGPT to give me a lesson for day 2, week number 1. And ChatGPT, as usual, will generate a response what exactly I need to do. Please know that you can launch ChatGPT Voice to follow the given plan and practice daily. And there you have it, folks. Learning a new language doesn't have to be that difficult. With ChatGPT prompts, you have a new way to practice and improve your skills at your own pace. But remember, consistency is the key. Enjoy and let me know in the comment section how these prompts are working for you. We have covered a lot of information so far, but we haven't yet talked about the most important part, how to actually retain what we have learned. Knowledge is useful only when you can remember things, right? In this part of the video, I will show you a technique to make sure information sticks, so you can learn and improve English way faster and more efficiently. Let's go. Have you ever read something and then completely forgotten about it a couple days later? Spent hours studying only to find that when you actually need it, you cannot remember it. What if I told you that there is a simple trick to remember 90% of what you learn? And it takes just few minutes. Introducing the 2-7-30 memory trick. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use this technique to never forget what you learn again. And if you do, well, you didn't follow the trick. Part number 1. Why do we forget? Before we dive into the 2-7-30 trick, let's quickly talk about why do we forget things so fast. Studies show that we forget 80% of new information within days unless we trick our brain into thinking it is important. That's where the 2-7-30 becomes useful. Part number 2. The 2-7-30 trick explained. Here is how it works. Every time you learn something new, whether it is a vocabulary or grammar rule, follow these simple 3 rules. Review after 2 days. Take 5 minutes to quickly go over what you learned. Don't just read, try to recall it from your memory first. Step number 2. Review after 7 days. 1 week later, test yourself again. Do you remember the key details? If you still remember, congrats, you're officially smarter than a goldfish. But if you struggle, refresh your memory with notes and then try to explain it in your own words. Now comes the final level, step number 3. Review it in 30 days. If you can still recall the information after 1 month, congratulations! Now it is part of your long-term memory and you naturally use it in your conversation without even thinking about it. This method works because each time you review, your brain thinks, oh, it is important, let's keep it permanently. Part number 3. How to apply it. Keep a calendar to track your reviews. Active recall instead of passively rereading. Test yourself on the material. This technique is especially effective for students and professionals who want to retain and apply knowledge effectively. So now you know the 2-7-30 technique, but knowledge is useless if you don't use it. I challenge you, take one thing you learned today and apply this technique. Let me know in the comments what you are going to remember. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Now let's talk about DeepSeek and how can DeepSeek help us learn a language. I'm sure you already heard about the new AI chatbot DeepSeek, but is it really good? Let's dive in. I have already DeepSeek installed. Once you open it, here it is. You can start interacting with DeepSeek. Very important, make sure you click on DeepThink R1. You can upload some documents to help you. We will look at how DeepSeek can explain any grammar rule in seconds, how it can boost your vocabulary and provide some pronunciation tips. Also, how it can teach us various languages and help us in real-life scenarios. So what exactly is DeepSeek? Think of it like ChatGPT, but with a twist. This AI is incredibly smart, accurate, and helpful for answering complex questions. An interesting tool for language learning. How to use DeepSeek for language learning. What if you see a word and you are not sure what it is? Let's say serendipity, and you have no idea what it means. Instead of just Googling it, ask DeepSeek, what does serendipity mean? How can you use it in a sentence? As you can see, DeepSeek gives you a detailed explanation and an example. Now you have learned a new word. Plus, now you know how to use it in a sentence. Next, we have speaking and pronunciation. Can DeepSeek help us with pronunciation? At the moment when I'm recording this video, DeepSeek cannot speak, but it can teach you their international phonetic alphabet for any word. Watch this. How do you pronounce ambiguous? As you can see, DeepSeek generates an answer and provides us the phonetic transcription. Now you know exactly how to pronounce this word. Let me ask DeepSeek, how can I order coffee in English? It can be useful if you're traveling and you are not sure how to say certain things. You can ask DeepSeek. Conclusion, so should you try it? Is DeepSeek the ultimate language learning tool? It's definitely powerful, it's definitely efficient and quite helpful. So try it out for yourself and let me know in the comment if you like it or not. Me personally, I find it very useful. So far, we covered ChatGPT and DeepSeek. Now, let's compare them and find out who is the winner. I tried ChatGPT and DeepSeek. If you're learning English or any other language and wondering which AI is better, ChatGPT or DeepSeek, today we are putting them to the test. Which one can help you improve faster? Let's go, understanding both AIs. First, let's talk about what these AIs can actually do. ChatGPT is great for conversation practice, grammar explanations, and writing feedback. DeepSeek is a powerful language model too, but it focuses more on text-based learning, meaning you type and get corrections. Very important, make sure you click on DeepThink R1. To summarize, ChatGPT has a voice feature and text-based also, but DeepSeek doesn't have a voice mode as of yet. It has a text-based only as I'm recording this video. The big difference, real-time speaking practice. Now, here's where ChatGPT really shines. It has a built-in voice feature, meaning you can actually talk to it like a real person. How cool is that? Practicing English or any other language without a teacher, just you and ChatGPT, having a conversation anytime, anywhere. Writing and grammar, which one is better? But what if you want to improve your writing? Both AIs can help, but DeepSeek is really good at giving detailed feedback on text. It's built for analyzing complex sentences, fixing grammar, and improving your writing. So if you're more into writing, DeepSeek may be a good option. But keep in mind that there were some security issues. Recently, the Wall Street Journal compared DeepSeek and ChatGPT and even Claude AI. The comparison was focused on their performance in real-world tasks, highlighting their strengths and weaknesses. All three AIs offered valuable features. Their effectiveness is based on your needs and context. So ChatGPT excels in general knowledge and conversational tasks. And DeepSeek offers competitive performance with certain safety trade-offs. So which one should you choose for language learning? Use ChatGPT if you want real-time conversation practice, instant pronunciation feedback, and general help in grammar, vocabulary, etc. Use DeepSeek if you want advanced writing analysis, grammar correction and structure feedback, and text-based learning. So both AIs are powerful, but it really depends on you how you want to learn. Let me know in the comments down below which one do you prefer. In this part of the video, I will show you how Character AI works. Also, how you can create and chat with incredibly realistic AI personalities, and also how to make your own characters. Do you want Snoop Dogg to be your English language teacher?
Learning English opens doors to global communication, work, and cultural exchange.
Or even Bruno Mars?
Modern world. Learning English opens doors to global communication, work, and cultural exchange.
Today, I'm about to blow your mind with a website where you can create your own AI teacher. Yep, you heard it right. You can design a custom bot who will be your personal teacher without ever having to tip them. Introducing Character AI. It can generate human-like text responses and participate in different conversations. So it's not a real Snoop Dogg, Bruno Mars or Elon Musk. That's why you can chat with an AI-powered character to learn languages without worrying about a real human judging your terrible grammar. You can create characters, craft their personalities, set specific parameters, and even publish them to the community for others to chat with. Character AI is like having a pen pal, except your pen pal is an AI. It doesn't get bored like your friend Bob, and it will not judge you for asking how to spell tomorrow for the 10th time. Here's where it gets wild. You can talk to Sherlock Holmes, a medieval knight, or even someone who claims to be from the future. Just don't ask them for lottery numbers. But for today, let's focus on language learning, because asking a knight how to order a cheeseburger might not go as planned. Want your AI teacher to be strict? Sure. Want them to speak like they are from 18th century? Why not? First of all, there is a lot of categories that label different bots. Let's choose learning. We have a Chinese teacher. We have Japanese teacher. LinkedIn profile. We have a history teacher. Doesn't look like a history teacher. Looks like a bodybuilder, to be honest. French teacher. English teacher. Looks like Walter White from Breaking Bad. Click on History tab. It doesn't stop there. You can have some really interesting conversations with Abraham Lincoln, Charles Darwin, Friedrich Nietzsche, etc. George Orwell, Gandhi also. But now let's create our own character. Let's set up our very own language teacher bot. We have to fill up some information. As for character name, I will choose Grammar Gladiator. As for tagline, I will choose English language teacher. If you need some clarification, you can hover over and see what exactly you need to fill it up. For description, I will choose I know everything about English language. I will add some funny description like I'm armed with a dictionary in one hand and a red pen in the other. As for greetings, I will choose hello, I'm a grammar gladiator. Ask me about grammar rules in English. Okay, let's choose a voice. Ignacio.
I don't usually have people come up to me. I'm surprised you did.
I don't really like Ignacio.
Oh, hi. I'm new here, and
G'day, Taz here.
I'll choose Taz. You can fill up more information, but I will choose not to. Visibility. I can choose public, private. I will go with private. I want it to be available just for myself. You can go ahead and create a character, or you can view character book where you can find more information and how to fill up certain fields. Also, you can choose an avatar or upload your own image. And I go ahead and create character. And now you have your own bot. Even you just created your own bot, you can still choose to customize it. For example, you can choose a voice of a grandma.
Hey, foodie, let's cook up some plans and savor success.
Now, let me ask my very first question. How to use present simple in English. As you can see, Grammar Gladiator regenerates a response pretty quick. I can ask for more clarification if I want to. And instead of reading a response, I can choose to play it.
Yes, there is a structure to follow when constructing sentences in the present simple tense. Here are the basic rules to follow. Subject plus. For regular verbs, add sis or is to verbs to make them third person singular. For example, runs, plays, eats. For negative forms, use the negative word not after the main verb.
Please note, it is a community driven. This isn't real Snoop Dogg, Bruno Mars or Elon Musk actually. But still, you can have some fun. It's like having a pocket translator that doesn't need charging. Well, unless your internet goes down, then you're on your own. Alright folks, let's wrap it up. Character AI is basically a cheat code for language learning. You get instant feedback and you can practice without ever leaving your sofa. Whether you're preparing for exam, traveling, this is a tool for you. From time to time, you'll receive an email from Character AI about new characters being added, so you can explore them and try chatting with them. If you have ever thought about taking the IELTS exam, this part of the video will be very helpful for you. You will learn how to prepare for IELTS exam way better, faster, and get real-time feedback. And it also can be quite entertaining.
Based on your responses, I'd estimate your score to be around a band 6.5 to 7. Here's a breakdown. Fluency and coherence, band 7. You spoke smoothly with only minor hesitations and expressed your ideas clearly.
Today, I'm going to show you how I use ChatGPT to prepare for IELTS speaking exam. Also, I will show you how to get real-time feedback and how to score higher. The reason I got a 6.5 because I wanted to see if ChatGPT can actually capture my mistakes, like making small pauses, saying in some cases I'll be providing a very short answer and some repetitions. I was surprised to find out that ChatGPT can not only capture my mistakes, but also correct my mistakes and suggest ways how I can improve my answers. So let's get started. First, you need to open ChatGPT app, click on this button, and now you can talk to ChatGPT. Hey ChatGPT, I want to simulate IELTS speaking exam part 1. Act as IELTS examiner, asking me part 1 questions. Also, evaluate my responses and give feedback based on fluency, coherence, and pronunciation. At the end of speaking test, let me know what is my band.
Let's get started. I'll begin with some questions, and after each of your responses, I'll provide feedback on fluency, coherence, and pronunciation. First question, can you tell me about the kind of music you enjoy listening to?
Yes, I like techno music and also down-tempo. Normally when I'm working and the work is kind of routine, I prefer to listen to the techno.
Great. Here's some feedback on your response. Fluency. Your pace was steady, and you conveyed your ideas clearly without major pauses. You could add a little more detail to sound more natural. Coherence. You explained your preferences well, especially in linking your music choice to a specific activity, working. Adding a bit more about why techno or down-tempo appeals to you might enhance coherence. Pronunciation. Very clear overall, but be mindful of stressing certain words like techno. Clear articulation on specific terms can add emphasis to your answer. Suggestion. Try expanding by adding details, such as, I find techno helps me stay focused, or explaining why down-tempo works for you. Here's the next question. Do you prefer to read paper books or digital books? Why?
I prefer to read paper books because less lights, because at work I'm dealing with computers a lot, so I'm staring at the screen 8 hours straight. So I prefer to give my eyes a little bit of a rest and to read paper books instead of reading it on the iPad or using my phone.
Nice response. Here's some feedback. Fluency. Your flow was smooth, though you had a minor hesitation with less lights. Rephrasing that could make your answer sound a bit more polished. Coherence. You made a clear point about avoiding screens, and you tied it effectively to your workday. Mentioning the relief paper books bring after long screen exposure made the answer very logical. Pronunciation. Mostly good, but watch for clearer phrasing on words like light and straight. Practicing emphasis on these can help add clarity. Suggestion. You might say, I prefer paper books because they don't have bright screens. After a full day at work, looking at a computer, I find that paper books give my eyes a break. All right, last question. How do you usually spend your weekends?
I have a YouTube channel, so I'm working on my YouTube channel, creating new videos, thumbnails, and searching for ideas for the next video. Also, I hang out with my friends, we do barbecues, and also I just prefer to learn some new technologies. So yeah, I also do some sports. So I do some kickboxing and hit the weights. So yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell my weekend.
Here's your feedback. Fluency. You spoke confidently and gave a well-rounded answer, covering various activities. Small repetitions like so yeah might be minimized to keep the flow a bit tighter. Coherence.
Your answer was organized, moving from your YouTube work to social and personal activities. Saying, in a nutshell, was a nice way to wrap up your points. Pronunciation. Clear overall, though watch out for emphasizing phrases like hit the weights or creating new videos. This can give more strength to your response. Suggestion. You could refine it slightly by saying, I spend my weekends working on my YouTube channel, creating videos and thumbnails. I also enjoy hanging out with friends for barbecues, learning new tech, and doing kickboxing and weightlifting. Overall evaluation. Your responses showed strong fluency and good coherence, with logical ideas that were easy to follow. For pronunciation, your clarity was strong, though a little more emphasis on key phrases would make it sound even more engaging. You did a great job blending personal touches with clear explanations. You spoke smoothly with only minor hesitations and expressed your ideas clearly. You might improve slightly by linking ideas even more smoothly and minimizing fillers like, so yeah. Your pronunciation was clear overall, though working on stressing specific words or phrases would give your speech a more natural flow. Emphasis on key phrases and slight adjustments on stress patterns can raise this area. With a bit more practice, especially focusing on smooth linking and word stress, you could reach a solid band 7 or higher. Great work!
The goal of this video is not to score band 9, but to show you what ChatGPT is capable of when it comes to preparing for IELTS speaking exam. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any other topics do you want me to cover. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you later. Bye bye.